been covering America's immigration crisis for, 15, 18 years, and we're finally nearing somewhat of a solution, hopefully. We all know Trump's vision. He's appointed Tom Homan, one of the most qualified men for the job, to carry it out. The days of mass migration are coming to an end. Mass flooding our borders. This message appears to have finally touched overseas. Just listen to what the Philippines ambassador told 300,000 Filipino illegals in the U.S. to do.
My advice to them is to immediately leave voluntarily, because once you're deported, you can never come back to the United States.
Well, there you have it, folks. Finally, someone other than Trump telling people to get out. His self-deportation advice is actually spot on. If these people know what they're going to be going through and that they're going to get the boot, why not just do it yourself beforehand and come back the right way once the broken immigration system is reformed? Nobody is immune from the impact of this alien invasion. Check this out. Alvin Bragg, remember that? The DA in Manhattan that had just a real Trump derangement syndrome. Well, Alvin Bragg's assistant, someone who probably has some pretty darn decent protection, was robbed and attacked by this guy on your screens right now, an illegal animal with 5 arrests since 2023. Oh, the irony there, folks. A Venezuelan Tren de Aragua member who's been comfortably staying at a taxpayer-funded hotel for months. Speaking of self-deportation, Ellen DeGeneres just kicked her own ass out of the United States. Her and her wife are headed to England. Now she says this is all about Trump's victory, but as we all know, Ellen has a deep years-long love for the incoming president. We're kidding. Remember when she tried to set him up with her mom?
I see a beautiful woman up there. That's your mother, isn't it, huh?
Yeah, look at her.
Hello.
Yeah.
How
are you? And she's available if you're interested. I'd like to offer her.
She's very pretty,
yeah.
actually.
Well, as comedic as that may be, we all know the real reason a prominent celebrity flees the country. Usually they're trying to leave something behind. Call me a conspiracist, but I'm going to let the good old internet do the dirty work for us today. Let's flash back to 2016 when Ellen DeGeneres shouted out Diddy on his birthday. In a now viral 2016 post on X, Ellen DeGeneres celebrated Diddy's birthday with a string of affectionate titles, including P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, and Sean Combs. She added her own curious moniker, Cuddle McSnufflegus stuff, before remarking, "You don't need to know why." Ooh, creepy. Folks call me crazy, but something about that just isn't right. And, of course, this is resurfacing now. Why wouldn't it? Diddy is public enemy number one. Celebrities went to war for Kamala Harris only to see her get absolutely smoked in the election. Now these lifelong elites with questionable ties to Hollywood's dark side, Harvey Weinstein and P. Diddy, well, they're left fleeing left and right because Trump is going to come into office and expose everything. I don't know, maybe the Epstein list, huh? My advice to all you freaks and weirdos, called us weird, you freaks and weirdos, you know who you are, but America doesn't just yet, but we're all going to find out soon, and we all have our ideas. So get the hell out of here while you still have legs to walk on. By the way, Ellen, if you want to, I will pay for your first-class ticket to England. In the end, it doesn't matter because anyone with ties to that sinister human being is going to get destroyed wherever they are. Have fun in England, Ellen and your wife. All right, a quick follow-up on one of yesterday's big stories, the bathroom battle on Capitol Hill. AOC, who just deleted her pronouns from her social platforms, by the way, couldn't help herself. She had to insert herself and get involved. The issue of Congressman-elect Sarah McBride, I said Congressman, yes, Sarah, because it's a trans, Sarah, boy, girl, trans, using the ladies' room, it's a dude, to truly, truly annoy the conservatives, but it has nothing to do with AOC. Yet, if there's a woke or hyper-liberal social issue to discuss, you just know AOC has to inject herself.
It's disgusting, and everybody, no matter how you feel on this issue, should reject it completely. What are they doing? They're doing this so that Nancy Mace can make a buck and send a text and fundraise off an email. They're not doing this to protect people. They're endangering women. They're endangering girls of all kinds. And everybody should reject it. It's gross. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we kind of actually agree with her, right? Stop it. Keep the dudes out of the ladies' room in Capitol Hill and everywhere else, certainly in in our high schools as well. We think it's definitely gross. What is a dude in a dress? Why does he want to use the bathroom next to biological women anyway? She also says that Nancy Mace is endangering girls of all kinds. Well, what the hell does that even mean? Last I checked, there's only one kind of girl. And according to fifth grade health class, they don't have boys' parts. Nancy Mace is completely right by dying on this hill. She won't die. Keep these freaks out of our sports, keep them out of our Congress, and keep them out of our gosh darn bathrooms. It wouldn't be rapid reactions if I wasn't reacting to something stupid that the mainstream media did. Let's flash back 2 years and see how this MSNBC prediction aged about Elon Musk's Twitter.
Elon Musk was supposed to be a vanguard of personal freedom, a genius whose brilliance with rocket ships and electric cars would bring Twitter to space-age greatness. Instead, the microblogging platform that once enabled regular people to speak truth to power, the very powerful networking and organizing tool that helped to herald in the Arab Spring and the summer of racial justice protests, that social media network that made the world a little smaller is now on the brink of collapse.
Well, that was Mehdi Hassan, who's now no longer on MSNBC. They bounced him. And isn't it hysterical that it's actually MSNBC that's on the brink of collapse? Years of bad takes have finally caught up to the overpaid talking heads. And just like the Diddy-connected Hollywood A-listers, they too are dropping like flies. Isn't it great? All it took was an election to start shedding the dead weight here in America. I can't wait for Trump's term to start. The days of nonsense in the United States will soon be nothing more than a bad memory.